Well, hello there. You know, I saw a picture yesterday of a wild pig. Well, there was 2 or 3 wild pigs, kind that's causing all these problems in the southern states, yesterday. And it was standing up by a dumpster, you know, one of the kind you see in apartment complexes and that. There, the edge of that dumpster, the ones I've seen, is about 4.5 to maybe 5 feet tall. Well, this pig was standing on its hind legs with its head and snout over the edge of that dumpster and looking in there. And just knowing pigs and how solid and everything, that pig could weigh between 400 and 450 pounds. That's a huge animal. And they are powerful. And not only that, if anybody's ever remember seeing that movie, Old Yeller, that everybody cries at the end because the dog gets shot for having rabies. But wild pigs are dangerous. In the first place, they're meat eaters. They're carnivorous. They'll eat anything. And they got a generally bad attitude. Most animals don't. Bears don't have a generally bad attitude. They can have a grouchy day. Moose, they kind of have a bad attitude. You got to be awful careful around them. Buffalo, it depends. You know, the bison, American bison. You got to be careful around them because it depends on their mood for the day. And there's a lot of things. But I got to thinking, it got me thinking, that pig standing there looking in that dumpster to see if there was anything it wanted to tip that dumpster over and get. You ride past all these feedlots where they got beef that's being fattened up for market to be slaughtered. You go past any of those big pig farms, big corporate pig farms with thousands of pigs in there getting fattened up to go to market and get slaughtered. You go past and you wonder about some of them horses. Now, it used to be that you couldn't butcher horses in the United States, but they'd buy horses up and they'd send them to France. And France liked horse meat, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, maybe that's one of them old wives' tales, but I don't think so. Because I know people when they got starving and that, like, they'd eat horses. But anyhow, chickens, thousands and thousands. I see some place where Tyson is closing a bunch of their chicken processing plants because they aren't making any money for some reason. Okay, well, then I get to thinking about this. I'm listening. There's an ad on YouTube. It was Facebook, about going down and getting free food from the government. So many $1,000s a year for food for us old duffers. And there's all these ads now for this stuff to get these these medical deals to add on to the Medicare and Medicaid. And say there's lots of new benefits, and you can get new benefits, and some of them don't have any monthly payments or anything and all that. You know, I've been sitting there watching all this stuff. They got all these lots of people taking food stamps. There's all kinds of people getting all this unemployment, I guess. I don't know. I don't pay much attention to it anymore. You know, I made a comment in the Antique Citizen yesterday about I made a lot of comments. I figured I'm too old to get in trouble. I don't know how to get in it, and I don't know how to get out of it. But anyway, you know, old people We're slaves. Oh, I know what it was. It's about them that $33 trillion in debt, making us, our kids, our grandkids, our great-grandkids slaves to the one world order, whatever they want to call it. Well, you go and you look and you see them feedlots. Well, you go out here to these retirement villages they got, all these fancy places out they built, and they got all these people that are retired living in them and everything. Or I don't care, you can even get down and look at the old folks' homes, they call them, or you can all this stuff. It's terrible to think, but them whatever them places are that people go to be cared for in the last days of their life, they're not expected to live more than a month at the most or something. Those are the same thing as them feedlots where them beef and them porkers and them chickens are put, buddy. You go back and you watch that old movie, Soylent Green. I think that was the guy that starred in that, was the one that made it. No, he didn't. He was the I think the guy that starred in that was the guy that was the president of the NRA for a while. Played Moses at one time in the Ten Commandments by Cecil B. DeMille. Soylent Green. They'd run these people when they got to a certain age, they'd run them out through the food processing plant without telling the other people, so they had something to feed the people. Now that's exactly where this socialist stuff is getting us to. These guys, they got this one world order utopia out there that they're talking about. Well, we got all these people in these feedlots, basically. I know a few years ago it was handy for people to call people that didn't agree with them sheeple. Oh, look at the sheeple. They're following that politician. They're following this politician. They're going after all that welfare, all that government benefits, government-free money. Oh, yeah, that's another one now. See, they passed that law. Biden's administration passed a new law. The goddamn people that was at that Camp Lejeune Marine base drinking that toxic water that had all them different things in it, money for the diseases they got now. Well, yesterday there was another article in, several of those military bases has got toxic water because of the stuff leaching through the soil into the watering system or whatever. You know, I don't care what anybody's. It's all foolishness. It's all stupidity. And it's all about the money and the power. Them people back there, them politicians, them billionaires, with a few exceptions, them bureaucrats, all them others, they don't give a tinker's damn about we the people or about human beings in general. We're just a pain in the patoot. Yeah, we keep them from doing all these wonderful things they want to do. I got news for you. I'm kind of curious to see. You know, now, I watch a lot of stuff. I listen to a lot of different physicists and read a lot of different scientific stuff that comes up. And I'm wondering about this thing, about this wave that's moving through the solar system. Well, it's moving through the galaxy now. And it's supposed to come, and it's carrying dust with it. And I've seen where it's supposed to get, and it'll cause the sun to get dim as it comes in. And this dust is going to collect around that sun. And they're predicting that there'll be a micronova, or a mini nova, whatever they would call it. It's like tossing a handful of loose flour into a campfire. It'll go whoosh. It goes off just like gunpowder. Well, that mini nova from that sun is supposed to go off like that if it happens. Okay, I don't know whether it will or not, but something to think about, you know, along with this climate change, global warming, and all this other stuff. I just get a kick out of it. I'm glad I believe in God. Because I know a few things that a lot of people just are afraid, suffer from terrible fear about what's in the future because they don't know what it's all about. Oh well. People are free to believe what they want. They're free to do what they want. They're free to go where they want. Anytime. If they get run over by a truck or they get shot by somebody that they trespassed in their house or whatever, no, don't bother me. I just love life. I love my God. And I love this earth. So, may God bless you. I was just thinking about it, all this stuff. And I don't think too many people ever bother to sit down and critically think about it. So have a good day.